So today I'm going to be doing some maintenance on a 2019 U27 mini excavator. One of the parts that has to be greased is right here underneath. You pull this cover off, and this is going to be to grease the joystick. The manual says to do it every 200 hours. So there's 4 points here that you're going to be moving around. You're going to basically, what I do is I grab some grease on the tip of my finger and I put it on this point, that one, and the other side. There's 4. I just did it on this one. I'm taking it apart again because I just thought about doing a video for it. So basically, you're just going to grease the tip of it and on the top where it touches. See how that pushes down? Let me get a little close up here so you can see. You can see right there where it's going to touch all 4 when you go to move the lever around. So it's just put a dab of grease, and then you put this back down, this cover. The next thing I'm going to be doing, and putting this cover could be a little bit of a pain, by the way. It has a little parts here that actually go around the metal. You're going to have to turn it and play with it till it fits in. Does require some finagling around to get all 4 sides to fall into the right spot, because it is a tight fitting. You gotta do it at a special angle so the lip could go into an opening that's on this rubber. So it ain't that easy. It's not as easy as when you take it off. And if you don't cover this right, you're gonna get dust all up in there, which is not good, because it's gonna really stick there because the grease that you actually putting there. So make sure you cover it correctly. And for some reason, even on the other side, the front one, at least on mine, because maybe the plastic, the position that it was put in, is the hardest one to put in. There it goes. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to start greasing something that some people forget to do, and it's the turntable. The whole piece, you're going around this giant sprocket under there. So the top one here of this machine takes 20 shots, and the bottom one 5 shots in each 90-degree position. What I do is that I put 10 and I do half of that 90-degree, and I do 10 at a time. So basically, when you're doing every 90-20, you're getting 80 shots on that top one. I do the same 80 shots. I just do it in smaller turns and do 10 at a time. The whole principle behind it is that you could do it in those 90 sections at a time, because you could just spin around and it'll spread it around, right? But I like to make it easier on the machine and spread it even better by doing it in sections. And this method seems to work really good, where I keep the grease gun up here. By the way, the best thing is to have one of these grease guns that the electric ones. This Milwaukee one's really good. So I'll come right now here and give it 10 shots. Now, normally you would go to 90, because normally you're supposed to, the instructions say 20. Like in this position, 20 and 90, 20 and 90 again, which puts you in the rear, 20 and 90 again to put you then to the left, and you're done. What I'm gonna do is I'll do 10 10 at this angle, which is 45, and then 10 at 90, and then give it another 45. So I do it in those increments. So let me start it up and show you how it goes. So I'll come right here at a 45, give it 10 more shots. Ten more. Ten more. There we go with all the grease that he needed on that one. Now we're gonna go to the bottom one that takes 5 shots, right? So we'll do 2.5 in each position then, instead of 5 in every 90. 2.5. Or 2, there's no halves actually, so 2 and 3, 2 and 3 like that. So let's start off by 3 here. Then 2, now 3, and that's it for this. Now the next one is to check all the other fittings around, which I'll start right here on the bucket. There's one fitting right there. So let's check that one out. And here, you do it until you see grease coming out on the side, which it's already coming out. That's why I stopped. Let me see if I could. You can see how it started to come out right there. That's when you stop. Now we're gonna do this one right here, and you'll see grease coming out of here and here. I'm gonna get a napkin and clean that up a little bit. You always want to clean that up so you don't introduce dirt into the whole assembly there. As some of these get really dirty. Get a little screwdriver. There's a lot of dirt. I don't want to get, even though the dirt on the perimeter is not going to go into that particular opening where the grease goes through, but it's going to dirty the tip of my grease gun, and then I'll have dirt all over the tip, and eventually it can contaminate and get into where I don't want it to get into. So let's clean it up like that. Let's give it a shot. This one's one of the ones that gets the dirtiest because it's right at the tip of the bucket. Oops, sorry, I hit the camera there. And by the way, this gun is like the best thing. Forget about pumping. Oh, I took 10 and I have it set to stop at 10 automatically, and then I give it more if I need to. There it goes. See it coming out? That's good. And you see it there that it came out also. So basically, I will go around now and find all these fittings. Now to continue greasing, I went ahead and put little stickers so I wouldn't forget every spot that I have to grease. Let's start with this one right here. Started to come out right there. Perfect. There's one back here. It's pushing it out through these two sides. So you can see. Now, let me go down to this one. All right, it's coming out already. And there's one up here. These don't get as much dirt, but look, there was a leaf there. As the bottom ones by the bucket, those are the ones that I really like to clean with a napkin and all that because they get a lot of dirt in. All right. There goes the grease. You only want a little bit to come out because you don't want later on to have like all this dirt accumulating on the grease. All right, let me get rid of this leaves in my hand here. And we see. Let's move this around a little bit here. Actually, just do this part here. We got fitting right here. This one's kind of low, so it gets a little bit more dirt, but nothing like that bucket. The bucket is the dirtiest one of all. There you go. Phone ringing. See who that is. So now we're gonna go to up here. And there's one up here. See, I go taking the sticker so I know what I already did as I go. By the way, this on this particular gun, I also changed that tip and I put the lock and lube, which actually grabs it. It has a, when you push it back, it grabs like jaws. So if you want to upgrade your gun, these never come off. This took a lot. This one took a lot to fill in. This one's super clean up here. It's all the way up there. All right. And this one I haven't done it, but the piece of tape must have fallen off. Because I know this is all the way at the top. And you can kind of tell when you've already done it because there'll be grease coming out of somewhere. At least one of the sides. So I believe I got this one left here. And that's gonna be it. There it goes. So I believe we're done, except there's a couple of grease fittings that are actually on the side of the track. Because I haven't done this one in a while, but I believe it's somewhere in there behind that cover. Let me check it and I'll be right back. So the answer was exactly what I thought. My memory served me right. You take off that 14mm screw here for that little cover. And yes, my memory was correct. There's a zerk fitting in there. And this one is the one that actually, I don't think is one that you could tell. How much to put, so I put it 10 and it felt like a lot because I kind of pushed it back. Look at that. Let me go do the other side. I'll leave the camera right there because this is quick. I just wonder, I don't remember on the manuals telling me how many pumps here, but this, yeah, it just gets hard after like 5. So yeah, it didn't need that much. Maybe like 4 pumps. And that was it, because you could tell the machine was already stressed to push it through. Let me now put these things back. See, this is how much extra grease pumped out. Got a lot of pressure. Gotta throw away these gloves now. Got really dirty. Look. And that's it. Tighten that up, and we're good to go.